Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with a message needed here right now. Let's hop right into it and find out. Is that your angels really want you to know? From the jump, I am hearing that you truly are not the problem in certain circumstances where people have made you out to be. I feel like for a lot of you, you may have grown up in certain environments or been involved in friend groups or work situations or relationships where people try to put you down and make you feel like there was something seriously wrong with you, maybe even mentally. I feel like you guys have very strong spiritual gifts. So, of course, you're not going to blend in with the rest of society. And honestly, I feel like a lot of you guys really don't care to. And this isn't like in an antisocial, like negative way where you guys are just out causing chaos. In reality, I feel like you guys are really well-intentioned people who are just trying to live your life. But yet someone somewhere has a problem with what you guys are doing. I feel like especially if you've gone through this recently, your angels really want you guys to know that those people were just jealous and maybe just not understanding what you came here to do. When God gives you a bigger vision, not everyone's going to get or understand that. And that's why they don't have that vision or they don't have that purpose. So people are going to be jealous of the fact that maybe you were chosen for a higher calling or you're just very powerful and badass. I mean, you guys are pretty amazing. You guys are my collective. And I know you are really into self-development. And sometimes what happens is that people will pick you guys apart and you really will take it to heart and try to kind of fix or change the things that you're meant to be. I feel like people have tried to pick apart qualities of you guys that God has gifted you with. So again, I feel like in this season, it's really important for you guys not to be a perfectionist, not to overthink. There are things that you're meant to be doing, and there were people in your past that definitely were trying to stop you from fulfilling this purpose. So again, if you're going after something new, or whether it's a relationship, something in your life that maybe people have criticized, just know that you have the intuition, you have the vision, and trust your gut. Because at the end of the day, this is just a video here, but don't listen to what anybody tells you to do, not even me. I'm only here to help you guys reassure yourself of what you already know. So again, your intuition is calling you towards something, go for it. And don't let people stop you guys from being who you came here to be. Or pursuing something you came here to pursue, whether it be a relationship or something with work, or even stepping aside from some things in your past that were hard for you to do. Yeah, I'm really hearing that. There was people that really tried to stop you guys from fulfilling this purpose. And I feel that now that you guys are going through this new awakening where you're deconditioning yourself from these false beliefs, you're going to see that anything is really possible. I'm also hearing as well that that dream is still possible that you guys have had since you were young. I feel like, again, people have tried to tell you guys that that dream was too big, or maybe it's just your own fear. But I feel, again, a lot of my light workers, my healers out there, you guys are pretty afraid of being the narcissistic person. So you may have had people gaslight you into believing you were that and that you were delusional for having big goals or big dreams or big ambitions or even spiritual gifts. But in all reality, time and time again, you guys really are proof of everything that you embody, everything that you guys say that you are. And I really feel like you guys really truly walk the talk. Like you really do. I'm hearing put your money where your mouth is. And a lot of you are super successful at doing just that. So again, do not take advice from people that you wouldn't want to trade lives with them. There's people who want to be you guys. They want to be gifted like you. And there's a lot of people who wish they had your talents and your gifts, and they are threatened by you. So especially in certain environments where people have benefited from putting you down because they directly saw you as competition, or people just couldn't stand next to you. Yeah, there's a lot of situations where I really feel like people benefited from putting you down, yet you took the things that they said and did to heart. Especially in work environments, people are highly competitive. Some of you guys really had people try to get you fired or try to get you kicked out of certain groups or try to break up you and a certain somebody. And it's really because people are highly threatened by this energy you embody. And once you guys really reach your full form, I'm hearing Super saying, yeah, some of you guys are really reaching your full form. Well, I always feel like I just heard a siren. Yeah. I really feel like you guys are constantly evolving, but now that you're taking back your power, you're realizing how powerful and influential you really are. I feel like people did not want you guys to reach your full form because people are really threatened by your ability to really get people to listen to you. And I really feel like you guys are super persuasive and you have a way with your words. So I definitely am hearing throat chakra. Some of you guys are being called to maybe a blue candle for your throat chakra or listen to, or pray, of course. But I feel like some of you guys who want some advice out there, I'm definitely hearing, salt baths, cord cut cleansing, and some blue stones for your throat chakra. I'm hearing as well. I'm also hearing for some of you guys too. Yeah, make sure there's also sounds you guys can do online to strengthen your throat chakra. Something like your throat chakra is very important right now. And I feel like, again, you definitely had people try to strip you of your ability to speak or speak up. And you guys have very important things to say. And sometimes the loudest people are not the people that are meant to be talking. I really feel like you guys are here to share your knowledge, but you had people try to shut you up. I remember ever since I was young, especially, I had some family members. I love my family, but this is an example, guys. They tell me I talk too much or, whatever, right? And I took some of those things to heart. But in reality, now I make money out of talking, and I'm sure I was annoying, but the point I'm trying to say is that you guys are also very sensitive. You could have been a lot like myself, where you took things personally, and maybe people were harder on you, but that doesn't mean that you guys can't go out and live the destiny that you're meant to live. And I was just thinking about, that one, I forgot what it was, but it's like in the Bible where it was saying like Jesus wasn't a prophet in his own town. Like, I'm really feeling like that type of energy. Like, of course, if I just start preaching to my family, they don't want to hear that, right? But if you guys get online and you really speak your truth, people are going to be really shocked with some of the things that you guys have to say in a positive way. I mean, some of you guys really do have supportive family members. I know I do as well. So if you do have supportive people in your life, make sure you do get around them and the people that do encourage you. But if you have people around you that tend to just criticize or not understand what you have going on, please don't run to them after good news, or please don't run to them after you're starting something new, because they can really put a damper in some of the things that you guys want to pursue. And I feel like for some of you guys out there, like you have chosen one energy, and you may have a sibling that's envious of that. I'm hearing sibling specifically, or I'm hearing aunt too for some of you guys, or grandma, this, that, doesn't matter. Like people can see this quality, especially for some of you guys who are spiritually gifted and you have other so-called spiritual, family members. This is something that I've also noticed as well that I tend to stay away from. Just people in general who, especially when it comes to dating, I actually find that I stay away from certain types of people, but there's a certain type of like person who's spiritual, but they want to be the most spiritual person in the room, or the most all-knowing, or the one that's the most gifted. And when they come in contact with someone like you guys, they get really pressed, like, that you have these natural gifts and abilities. And I realize this is something that may happen in your relationships. Like a lot of you guys may relate to friends or lovers in your life because, oh, I'm spiritual, cool, me too. But people are really starting to realize you're on a whole other level. And not only that, your spirituality is not something of like, oh, I want to be spiritual, I want to be a guru. No, you just have this natural ability to you just get it. Like you have a connection with God, the angels. And I feel like I'm hearing you don't cut corners. When it comes to spirituality, a lot of people want to pick and choose what works for them and what benefits them. But I really feel like you guys just have a natural connection to the divine and truth seeking. So that's what makes you such a powerhouse. So again, I really feel like people are threatened by the fact that you can call out, I'm hearing fallacies in their belief systems. And some of you guys, it could go a step further, like you threatened positions of authority or even leaders in churches or whatever, And I do feel like for some of you guys, like you're really not trying to challenge anyone. You just are speaking your truth. Like I know for a fact that I definitely have gotten some people pressed just by speaking my opinion, and you can come on my video and believe, whatever it is that they want to believe. Like I'm pretty open, and I always tell you guys, I don't believe in a twin flame concept because it could be potentially very toxic if someone goes on a video and is told that someone is their twin flame. If you guys know about limerence and psychology, it can send people down a really dark and deep hole. And I really feel as well that there could be people in my comments like, oh, Alice, you just never experienced a twin, or you just know, like they're trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I always say this, if you guys want to believe that, go ahead. Like, as long as you're not harming anybody, like I'm just saying here on this channel, I like to talk about things in a way that's healthy and grounded. And I just see more benefits of just explaining that we have multiple soulmates. We did choose best for ourselves than to say you have a soul tie to somebody potentially dangerous or narcissistic. Because a lot of us have had soul connections with people who have gone dark or gone down a bad road, and we had to cut cords with them no matter how much we love them. And being on this journey of being a light worker and a healer, you need to learn how to let people go. And I do feel like certain concepts make it hard for people to kind of process that. And it kind of makes me laugh too as well. People are like, oh, that was just my false twin. Like, just say that like it was a soulmate. You learned and now you have a new soulmate. I also feel as well, like, I really feel that narcissism, I feel like a lot of you guys really do call out narcissists and get them triggered and pressed, because the reason why I was mentioning that whole concept is because I also feel as well there is a level of narcissism to it, to like preach that your soulmate connection is a higher and more powerful one than any other one. In all honesty, the powerful connections are the ones of God, the divine unions, and I just leave it to God. I'm not here out there to preach, what is and what isn't. And again, I'm hearing as well, maybe you guys have had situations where people try to speak for God, and I definitely feel like that's really bad karma when people do that, and I try not to do that here. I try to always keep an open mind. I'm very open, different religions, different perspectives. Here on this channel, I feel like you guys are the same way, and people are really pressed about the fact that you have truth, but you don't have to follow their way of doing things. And I'm hearing, if you're religious, you may piss off spiritual people. Spiritual people, you may piss off religious people or whatever, and people just have a way of taking to you guys. Like, for example, for some of you guys, you could just talk about spirituality to someone who's completely atheist, and then they end up looking that stuff up. Like, you really do bring in knowledge and truth into this world, and you do it in a very logical way. And I think that's the reason why I'm talking about this, because people take to you because, people may have bad preconceived notions about, spiritual people or psychic people or people who read cards or whatever your guys' gifts, entail. But when they get to know you, they realize like, wow, this person's actually very logical. They're very down to earth. Yeah. And I feel like it's part of your mission. I'm actually hearing missionary. You guys have like missionary energy to kind of just preach, naturally to people. And you get people to just kind of you get people on your wave of thinking. That's just what I'm hearing. And how does this relate to you guys not being the problem? Well, you've had situations where people were actually mad and they saw you had this power and influence at a young age. And it really did shake up the status quo, especially in like family environments. It makes sense. Like when you're young and you're a kid, like people are gonna be like, shut up, children should be seen and not heard or whatever they say, right? But I feel like from a kid, you guys were pointing out things and seeing things and noticing things. Some of you guys could have been gifted and talented when you were younger and you're just sharp, I'm hearing, my collective, you guys are definitely sharp. You have one of your gifts is your intelligence, and you guys really do believe that knowledge is power. I'm hearing that. So keep learning, keep growing. You're doing a good job. I'm 10 minutes in. I haven't even pulled cards, but today's message was really strong. I actually did a short that said, like, you guys are not the problem, and a lot of you guys really like that, and I was hearing that again. So I was like, okay, maybe, God wants me to elaborate a little bit more on this because of the fact that you really need to hear it. And I do feel, again, that a lot of you guys are so scared of being that narcissistic person that you've had people put you down for things and you don't want to be too self-righteous or too preachy or too annoying. But you have a message that can really help and benefit a lot of people. And you may be surprised who ends up taking to you guys. In my last reading, I was just talking about, it was a fun reading, but it got a little deep, how you have this siren quality where people really are attracted to you and you may attract a whole different walks of life. Or some of you guys, you may have even attracted really dark or even dangerous people that really took to you. But I really feel like all of this is lessons in learning, and you guys really truly do see the good in everybody. There's a situation where I think that you can help somebody see differently, or you're helping someone see differently, and that can get a lot of people really upset with you guys. So just be careful. I'm hearing that you guys have a lot of power and influence more than you think, and I'm not saying be quiet or stop doing what you're doing. I'm saying keep going, shoot for the stars, but I'm acquaintances, so I gotta put it like that. They're like, okay, they're saying, okay, but just be careful with the little people. I don't know why we're calling them little people, but like not actual like little people, but I'm talking about like small-minded people or people that don't really have this calling or destiny. Because once you guys really step into it, I think it becomes easy to kind of identify who is like you and who kind of isn't. Like, I hate to say this, but it's kind of like people really do act a little bit like robots, or they have these like patterns that are kind of easy to recognize once you really kind of seen it, been there, done that. And I always say this, but like successful people or people with like a big mission, they seem to like just follow like a different way of doing things. And I really feel again that like there's someone who's breaking free of, I'm not here breaking free the matrix. I really don't like to say that either, because like you meet some people who talk like that, they end up kind of like going down a different road with it. But I really feel like someone's really breaking free of conditioning or patterns. And they're realizing that the way that they were doing things was wrong, and this person could have been involved in something that directly affected you negatively, and they're realizing that they made the wrong choice. It could have been a family situation or it could have been a work situation, but let's look into it a little bit more. I feel someone is realizing that you really were not the problem, but they could have been gaslit or manipulated to think a certain way about you. And this person is going through a huge transformation, whoever this person is. And it could be deeper too as well. Like I'm hearing as well, like conditioning can happen in society. So for example, if someone like falls in love with you guys should definitely check out the last reading because I feel like these kind of relate. I was talking about an individual who kind of has fallen for you guys that's like very different than your usual type. It could be like a little bit of a hard ass, a king of swords. This person could have been conditioned to be a certain way, and you coming into their life kind of helps them see that they were wrong in certain levels, and that someone like you exists, and so maybe they were thinking differently now about maybe dating or about women or about men. And I feel like you guys really do kind of broaden people's perspective. Or I know some of my people out there, you guys are like LGBTQ, like you could be a lot of people's first friend that is on that spectrum, and help people see differently about that. Like I feel like wherever you guys go, you really do broaden people's horizons and their scopes of what they kind of believe. And I feel again like I'm really hearing for some of you guys who could be something that some people deem is bad or toxic or due to religion, and then they meet you and they're like, well, this person is living in their truth, and so who am I to tell them that they're wrong or that they're bad? And even for example too, like like tarot cards, right? Like people can come on here and be like, oh, this is against God, but I truly feel like this was my God-given gift, and like who is anyone to say that it isn't, And I really feel like we live at a time period where God is putting people in many different places that people would least expect. to be voices, because I really do feel like even if tarot cards were bad, like how would God reach those people without putting people in that environment? You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe the tarot cards bad, obviously, guys. Like, it's just a medium. I always tell you guys, I don't really need it. I just love the visuals. I love the art, and I don't explain myself to anybody, but I'm just helping you guys see that there could be an area of your life where someone has shamed you or put you down for a God-given gift, and God is like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I made this person perfect, and God, I'm also hearing, is insulted with certain people, dissing his creation because you are his creation, right?" So yeah, I'm hearing that. Like, God is kind of, I don't know, that's a really weird thing to say, but yeah, kind of annoyed at certain people that have stopped you guys from going all the way in with something that you are meant to be doing, or someone may have tried to slow you guys down on your path to helping others or fulfillment or whatever it is that you guys have in your heart here. And I really feel, my people out there, you guys really do have big missions, and maybe there's something specific that could be on your heart right now, but you just want to make the world a better place, and you're doing that. I literally, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love, but I just posted on Threads. I try to post on there and try to, stay relevant places, but I'm hearing this for you guys. Like, you are really someone's reason to get up. You're someone's reason to smile. Like, if you guys say, for example, you guys content create, like, a lot of people look up to you, or if you guys are, whatever environment you work in, and say you're the boss or you're just an employee or whatever it is that you guys are doing, like, you are somebody's reason to smile when they see you, when you walk into a room, when you enter the party, when you show up to that bar, whatever it is you guys have going on. Because again, we don't judge here. And, your girl, I always say, I like to go out, I like to party. And, I've definitely had situations in my life where I was always forced to, like, learn or think differently or view the world in a different way. And I feel like you guys are broadening your horizons and your calling is expanding. I'm hearing that for some of you guys, like, maybe your passion is to help, women, right? For example, right? And somebody may have told you, like, oh, you're only one person, you can never make a difference. That's a lie. Or for some of you guys, maybe you started off thinking, okay, I can help this group of people, but like, God is telling you, you can really help a wider group, an audience that you don't even really imagine. I'm hearing, like, broadening your horizons lately, realizing that you're multi-talented, multi-dimensional, strength and success. Yeah, I feel like you guys really went through a time period where your strength was tested, your faith was tested, that you can come out on top here. But one thing that kind of lingers is this constant shaming and this constant black sheep energy that was thrown on you in a lot of circumstances, which really was the result of people being jealous of you, people wanting your gifts, envying you, a spiritual attack even that people have ganged up on you. And sometimes, you do need to be pushed out of an environment in order to learn or in order to move. But sometimes, like, things just happen and people are just not really well-intentioned, is what I'm hearing. And you had people really made you guys feel like there's something wrong with you when there isn't. There isn't anything wrong with you. Like, there isn't anything wrong with you. Like, you're beautiful the way that you are. Yeah, some of you guys had people insult the way that you look, the way that you talk, the way that you act. I'll give you guys an example too as well. A lot of people tell me, oh, I talk really fast, but here's the thing. You can slow down the video, number one. Number two, this is how I channel. And there were times where I'm like, okay, let me try to slow down a little bit, but then I would lose all this information that I'm getting at rapid speed. So I realized that everybody operates at their different speed. Everyone operates in a different way. And, to tell someone to slow down or speed up is just rude, So I'm not saying that, I'm insulted or anything. I'm just saying that, like, this is just an example that I like to give you guys because I'm a real person here behind this camera, and I definitely have people say things to me that I'm just like, okay, whatever. I had to get over it, being on YouTube. This is the way that I talk. This is the way that I am. And just like there's going to be people turned off to it, there's going to be a bunch of you guys that love my pace, love that I speak fast, love that I get to the point. Y'all got the gift of gab, you know what I mean? Okay, so we got sadness and female, and then we got hidden gem. Yeah. Okay, some of you guys are really getting over some sort of tough time period in your life. I really hear that somebody was really trying to make you guys out to be a bad person, yet still trying to keep you in their life. And they could have even spread negativity or gossip or affected other connections in your life. And I feel like you guys really figured this out and you're moving away from that situation, or you have moved away from that situation. But I feel like there's still a lingering sadness about this and a hurt about this. And I really feel with this individual, they know dang well that they messed up and it is something wrong. Like, I really feel like someone's getting some serious karma here. Like, and I really feel like you guys need to know this because it's like, I feel like in this circumstance, like, this person made a choice to kind of turn dark or to turn evil or to just make you guys out to be a bad person. And it was all for a moment of, like, feeling better about themselves. Like, and we have to understand these people feel so low that just putting you down a notch makes them feel good. Imagine that power you guys have. You hold a lot of power. And I feel like a lot of people knew this about you. And that's why they never even gave you guys any empathy or compassion, because at the end of the day, people wish they were you, and they think that you should be lucky to even have the life that you're living, and they think that you should be grateful, so you're not allowed to complain to them. There's definitely a circumstance here where there was someone you should come to for your problems or your issues, and they're looking at you like, wow, like they're so ungrateful. But in all reality, you're human, and people who have your path you guys have. And at the end of the day, guys, like if you're a sensitive person, you're allowed to have friends that you could talk to or vent to. But I really feel there's a person here that like they definitely are behind in life because they didn't go after things that they needed to be going after. They were wasting their time on people and situations that you may have even gave this person advice to move away from. But again, people are going to resent you guys, even though you try to help them on your path. But I'm hearing that there's some residual energy of this person trying to make you feel like there was something wrong with you, or that you're misunderstood, or that you're a misfit and you didn't fit in. But this is all projection about how this person feels about themselves. And again, I feel like, yeah, not every misfit person is a chosen one, right? And sometimes that's something that you guys need to understand as well. Like sometimes when you guys are having an energy where like you're very different, you may end up in environments with people who are actually, kicked out of society or off or weird or strange because they're acting in ways that are toxic and bad towards others, and that's why they're being isolated. Because I do feel like there could be circumstances where you guys do befriend like the weird or the strange person, and you're not judging them, but then you realize, oh, okay, now I see why no one messes with this person. And I feel like this is kind of a situation here where someone's like, oh yeah, cool, me too. Like, yeah, I'm a black sheep too. But in all reality, this person is just dark energy, like they want to be kind of like that energy. Does that make sense? Like there's certain people out there like, oh my gosh, I'm here like the Joker, like that person who like tries to like imitate like the Joker, like try to be like that. You know what I mean? Like yeah, that type of person. Like oh, I'm different. Like but just in like a oh, I'm gonna turn bad and be like a menace to society. I feel like this is not you guys, but somehow, some way, like those people. I feel like you guys have run into those type of people for sure. That could ring a bell. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that like someone definitely turned dark, and this person knew that you guys were a gem, and they wanted to keep you guys close because they knew you were going places and doing things. But this person definitely put a lot of dark energy on you. It could be magic, but it can also just be energy, right? Because everything we do is with intention, and maybe even your home and stuff. So you guys are probably clearing that out. Maybe some of you guys even lived with this person or stayed with this person or helped them out. Maybe it was multiple people. And I do feel like you guys are really breaking free of all this residual energy. So keep up the good work. I feel like in the last couple of videos, I was definitely talking to you guys a lot about cord cutting and cleansing and going through a transformation. And I feel like you're ascending so super fast right now. A lot of these energy cords are just breaking off, but there's still some energy you're clearing out. So yeah, maybe some of you guys are having like you're feeling a little wonky, or you're having some weird issues going on energetically. Just know it's gonna pass. You're just going through a phase right now where things are I'm hearing going Super Saiyan. You're leveling up, okay? So I love that for you guys. And some of the stuff you guys went through was actually catapulting you guys into this new version of yourself. So I don't want you guys to feel really hurt or down or upset or frustrated. Just take comfort knowing that. I mean, you could feel that way. Those feelings will pass. They're natural, especially if you were betrayed or someone you loved dearly was just out to get you, which is a terrible feeling. But I want you guys to know that this energy, God has used this energy to help you guys transform and become stronger. That's why we have the strength card here. I always say that. Like a lot of you guys want to know, like, why would God allow you guys to be so heavily spiritually attacked or attacked in general? And it's because you're strengthening your armor. And when you guys really make it to the top where you're heading, no one will ever tear you down. And I feel like you guys definitely you finished a dark season in your life, to say the least. Ice King, yeah, again, like my people out there, you have maybe a reputation of being cold or unapologetic. And that's the way you have to be. Because when God gives you a vision and you have that confidence, and that it's a true confidence, and it's not like, like some people just delusional, like you just know to trust that and hit the ground running with it. And I really feel like that's what you guys are doing right now. So you're not, looking around trying to get the validation, trying to get reassurance. You're like, God gave me a vision and I'm going for it. And I really feel like, if you guys are in between kind of whatever you're doing next in your life, you're going to get more information on what to do next. I really feel like it's coming from within you. Some of you guys will come from, some sort of opportunity coming in, or some sort of soul contract. So a lot of your life is predetermined. And that's why I really feel like part of the reason I'm here is to tell you guys to just keep going and keep doing and keep creating, because, you're just going to naturally fall into place. If you do that, and if you continue to silence the voices of the people that make you feel like you are the problem, there's something wrong with you, And I really feel like it's like something that it's on my heart to say this to you guys. Like, you are not the problem. You are not the problem. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. I keep hearing it because it's like I really feel that is a sensitive topic for a lot of you. Like, you were really made to feel like you were a problem child, or you were always weird or different or strange, or that you didn't fit in, or that, I'm hearing your song creep, like you're a weirdo and like you don't belong anywhere, but you were meant to lead. And it's like maybe there was no place for you guys because you were meant to create a place or create a safe space for people just like you. And I really feel like if that's not your vision, then you will find people just like you. And honestly, guys, it really sometimes is just one move or one step away of getting away from those people that made you feel like that there was something wrong with you. I know. I really feel like one of the biggest things. I'm an Aquarius, so this is definitely something that I'm passionate about. But I really feel, especially in a relationship, I want to feel understood. And there's a lot of times where someone has claimed that they loved or cared about me, but really didn't understand me or where I was coming from or my pain or the things that I've been through. Yet they'll sit there and be like, oh, I understand you. I get you. When I know that they don't. And I know a lot of you guys have kind of been through that where people have tried to understand you, but they didn't. And some people are well-intentioned. They just don't have the ability to, or they're not there yet. So again, like just because certain people didn't understand you guys or where your heart is or where you're coming from, or certain people were able to be manipulated against you or believe lies about you or make you feel like a terrible person, doesn't mean that's going to be everybody. And I do feel like the right people, God will show them the truth. So if someone was leaving your life and they have a bitter taste in their mouth, it may just be their own problem with themselves or you. Don't think that anybody has the power to really convince somebody that there's anything wrong with you, because the right people are going to see it, even if it takes time. That's what I'm hearing. There could be somebody here that's really realizing that there's a lot of things right with you. I'm hearing there's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with this world. That's what I'm hearing for sure. And this person sees that. Somebody sees that in you guys. I'm seeing. Oh my gosh, dating options. Okay, this is so funny too. Somebody out there was in a narcissistic marriage. I'm hearing, or a narcissistic relationship. A marriage, children, even you were told that was going to want you, or that your standards were too high and that you needed to settle. But look at this dating queen energy. Like, you guys may be realizing that you are actually highly desired, and you had to just go through this phase of healing to realize that. But sometimes, like, even when you're out of toxic or abusive relationships or situations, you still have that energy on you, like, oh, no one's going to want me. No one's going to want me. Or people have put that energy on you because they didn't want you guys to be happy. They didn't want you to move on. They didn't want you to find what they knew that you deserved. And I really feel like you guys are just shedding all this energy off of you that people have put on you, and also deconditioning your brain. So this is a really powerful time period of change and transformation. If you guys are out dating, I really feel like you're going to see that you are highly desired, highly sought after. And part of the reason is because, just like the reading I did a couple days ago, you do have a quality that makes a lot of different people fall in love with you. And I do feel for some of you guys that were in relationships, that partner that you had saw that in you. They saw how people took to you, how people looked at you, and they were jealous of that. And they maybe even blamed you or the way you were dressing or the way that you were. Like, there's something wrong with you. Why do you always gotta, attract so much attention to yourself? And you kind of learned that there was something wrong with you just being yourself. So this is a season of you guys really, really embodying this, who you came here to be, and really just silencing those voices. And sometimes like those voices will still come up, from your memories, or you'll have flashbacks and you'll think like, oh, I'm doing too much, or there's something wrong with me, or I'm talking too much, or I'm talking too fast, or right? But you're perfect the way that you are. And yeah, there's a time and place for constructive criticism, but I just feel like you guys are going to go further and longer if you just do, instead of overthinking, trying to perfect everything. Because at the end of the day, everybody makes mistakes, but I feel like some of these criticisms that you guys had were just people trying to block your doorway, keeping it chill. Yeah. And with all this energy that you guys have, like all this strength that you have, all this charisma you have, all this talent you have, the craziest thing is that you're a really chill person. Like, this is something that I want you guys to know. Like, you are a chill person. You are a laid back person. I feel for some of you, you could be a lot like your girl Alice. I have a bit of a temper. And also, on top of that, I'm a Cancer rising, so my emotions are crazy. And another thing, too, being an empath, you can absorb other people's crazy freaking energy. And there are times where I feel nuts, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even my energy. Or I'm reacting to something, or I sense something is wrong, or I get angry at something. Like, energetically speaking, a lot of times you can be absorbing other people's stuff, or just reacting to a toxic environment. And people are, may have made you guys out to feel like you're crazy, there's something wrong with you. You need to regulate your emotions, And in all reality, you guys actually are pretty peaceful spirits. So I'm hearing some of you guys could be moving out of an environment where a lot of energy is being thrown at you. Unfortunately, some of you guys, it is like a childhood home, or it is sometimes, where you were brought up in, or the town you're brought up in, and it's time to just get the heck out of there because, again, nothing against those people, but you're being called to higher and better, and sometimes it's really hard to heal in a place that hurt you. And again, we're not here to shame our family or they all like everybody goes through their own things, right? And especially if you're like a generational curse breaker and stuff, like part of why you're here is to take the good that you learned and try to not repeat the same patterns or mistakes. And I feel like if we hold resentment to like our family or people from our past, we're kind of just, we're going to further, hate, but I feel like some of you guys really were forced to forgive some pretty horrible things that have happened to you. But again, the point I'm trying to say is that, you guys are probably my generational curse breakers, whether or not you acknowledge it or not. And that's a really tough burden to carry, even in a family environment. So you may feel like you're not doing much, but yeah, you're going to have that black sheep type of energy when you embody this. And I'm hearing you guys have a sword. Maybe that means like the gift of like speaking truth or cutting people if you need to. Like literally cutting people like with your words, like hurting them with your words. So yeah, maybe some of you guys had to learn how to control some of this energy that you embody because I feel that, again, a lot of you guys are pretty defensive because of what you've been through. And I'm feeling like you guys just need to be validated on that you were picked on or that you were treated differently, that you were treated unfairly. People notice something in you. And sometimes it's just a natural backlash to having really strong energy that's very dominant, especially for my women out there, Again, society is definitely changing, but from the history of time, being someone with strong energy and strong opinions, that is a very sensitive place to be for a feminine energy, And I want to hear I hear something as well. Like for my feminine energies out there too, you're still worthy of somebody providing for you, protecting you. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm hearing it because maybe you were made out to feel like you had to just fend for yourself, but you're still worthy of someone protecting you, and someone will want to do that. I feel if you don't feel that you have someone in your life like that as well. Honestly, for my men out there watching too, you're also worthy of somebody looking out for you as well and protecting you too. I feel like that's what relationships are about. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm hearing that somebody wants to protect you guys because they've seen that you have a lot of stuff being thrown at you, and it's not fair. It's really not fair the stuff that you've gone through, and they actually are trying to take a step to like step in and try to interfere or intervene with some toxic things going on. Someone could be praying for you guys as well. At the hot seat, here to make friends. I see that you guys are going to be making a lot of new friends soon. If you haven't already, challenge winner, you're going to get some good news. Honestly, the message today is just letting you guys know that you're doing a good job. There's nothing wrong with you. That people had made you feel like there was something wrong with you. A lot of times, people are just jealous. There was definitely a friendship that you guys had that was definitely pretty catastrophic to your way you guys viewed yourself at the time period, or that person wanted you guys to view yourself in a negative or low light, or they wanted to destroy you or hurt you just because that validated them just a little bit. And again, you can feel confident in knowing that you really are that girl, that guy. If people would put that much energy into destroying you, it sounds crazy. It really does sound crazy. That's why I'm here to tell you guys, you are not crazy. Like a lot of people don't have this experience. So when you're literally feeling like a lot of people are out to get you and it feels crazy, like people will tell you, no, not everyone's out to get you, which is true. But when you do have this bigger path, a lot of people are not going to get you. A lot of people may reject you. And that rejection sometimes truly is protection. I really feel you guys are going to be entering a season where you are going to be well. Sorry, guys, slight interruption, but you're going to enter a season where people are truly going to receive you guys well. And this could be something new for you guys. For some of you, you could have just went through a tough time period, but you'd be reminded that a lot of people love you. A lot of people really like what you guys have going on. And the more you guys put yourself out there, the more you're going to see how loved and how well received you really are. And I just feel like you guys just need a reminder that in whatever situation you went through that could have been very traumatic because you were just trying to be yourself or do the right thing and people made you out to be bad because maybe you're trying to protect yourself or look out for yourself, just know those people have what's coming to them. I'm also hearing as well that they're just idiots. Like they're idiots for treating you guys badly. No one is divinely orchestrated to treat anybody badly. I feel like we have lessons in learning, but they chose that path and now they got to stick with it. And I really feel like some of you guys really had to learn to turn off some of your empathy towards some of these situations and just let God handle it. I don't really feel like any of you guys are really vengeful people, but there are people out there who do want to get revenge on you guys just from choosing yourself, just from walking away. They think that everything you do has something to do with them, but in reality, you guys really just don't give an F. I'm really hearing you're completely unbothered, and the only thing that bothers you is being hurt by someone you cared about. I feel like that's the only thing that ever really bothered you guys. that people can act this way or treat you like that. And yeah, God sees everything, guys. I just want to remind you, okay? So you're doing okay. You're all right? So we got the wisdom keeper here. Yeah. Again, let's talk about the good things people are saying about you, that you guys are really chill, that you're really wise. You're going to find that with the right people, they see these good qualities in you that these other people have never seen. And you're going to learn that there are things about you that are beautiful and amazing that you couldn't even see within yourself because other people didn't want you to see it or made you feel like you weren't those things. And for some of you guys who were even in environments where people couldn't even compliment you, so when you're actually hearing compliments, you're shocked. And again, people may not want to compliment you guys because they assume that you hear it all the time. And people really also assume that they're going to be bothering you. So again, I really feel like, telling the universe, like, I'm open to receive compliments and I want to hear what, the good things, the good feedback. So you guys can actually see that because I do feel some of you guys, actually not aware of how highly people view you. So I do feel like you're going to be getting people around you that are giving you positive feedback that actually mean it. Some of you guys are just jaded because you've been love bombed by friends, by exes, by employers that are just trying to get something out of you. But in reality, there are people that generally see you as the shining star you are, and they're proud of you for it instead of trying to tear you down for it. And yeah, that's something that you guys need to know. Yeah, of course, the jealousy and the gossip. By the way, guys, if you spend $40 on my shop, you actually get one of these decks for free, and everything is still 70% off. If you're interested, I know some of you guys don't know that I have a shop. I sell decks. Let's see what else we have going on here. Oh yeah, the evil eye. I don't even want to talk about this anymore, guys, because it just constantly comes up. Like, if you're new here, welcome. But people are jealous of you. I bet you already know that, and you're not crazy. And this is just a constant reminder that people are hating, they're gossipy. And I love in this card that jealousy and gossipy is together because it's like those two things really do go hand in hand. I find that people that never get anywhere in life are the people that stay stuck talking about people that, are just outliving their lives, minding their own business, true certified haters. And you are meant to kind of shine in front of these haters. Some of you guys wonder, like, why you had to spend so much time with these haters. Like, why did God wait so long to show you the truth or, whatever. But it was meant to be that way. And I do feel that you're going to see that things are really unfolding for your favor. You may not know why, God does certain things, but you're going to find out. You're going to find out the timing and all that. And 333 on the clock. When I started this reading, also the reading stopped recording at 3333. So you guys could be seeing 333. That could be very significant. And that number is all about, in my opinion, creativity, collaboration, meeting the right people. So there's nothing wrong with you guys. You were just with the wrong people. You were just around the wrong people for you. And honestly, I'm going to take a step further and be like, those people are going to be wrong for everyone because of the way they act and the way they are. They truly were the gossip, the drama, the low vibrational energies in the room. And they could have been faking like they were just like you. And I get like not everybody is for everybody, but there's some people are really just dark and twisted and need help, need a lot of help, mental help. Like, I don't know if that's appropriate to say, but some of these people that you guys are dealing with actually need a psychiatrist. Like, they need a therapist, they need intensive therapy, and they need Jesus, they need God, they need something a higher power to set them straight. But they've been running from that. I'm hearing that they've been running from that. You're the closest thing a lot of people will ever get to any kind of real spiritual experience, and I feel that there's people out there who are trying to fake and emulate, spiritual experiences. I'm hearing like with the drugs and stuff too. All right, they're going into details. Maybe that could remind you of somebody. Somebody could be like claiming that they're spiritual because they took a trip, somewhere, you know what I mean? But again, that's not real spirituality. And, I'm not trying to rock the boat saying that. Some of you guys may have had very amazing experiences, whatever. But me personally, my spiritual experiences were never induced by any substances. They're just induced by living my life, which is a blast. But yeah. If anything, I like to drink to tune out my spiritual gifts. But yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like that could be something that rings a bell for some of you because I think you've dealt with maybe a spiritual narcissist, which are pretty dangerous because they're not even open-minded when it comes to evolving or learning. Their spirituality is actually based upon them staying stuck in their ego. And I do feel like, yeah, some of you guys were in relationships with a spiritual narcissist or friends with one and you didn't even realize it. We're at the star here. Yeah, and it's funny. Those people want to be around you because they want your star quality. They think that just getting around you is going to make them, people love them. And people want to be around you guys because here's the tea. As much as these people try to make you feel like there's something wrong with you, there's actually something extremely right with you, and they know that as well. They know that you are very loved, and they want to emulate that. They want to get that love, that validation, and so they're trying to get around you, trying to crack the code, and they get very frustrated when they realize that you're just you. you can never be duplicated or emulated. And that's something that people are envious of. You guys are trendsetters, okay? Even if someone steals your idea and makes millions off of it, you're still shining in your own way, in your own light. Like, and I feel like that wouldn't even really fly, but I feel if you guys had situations where people have been successful emulating your energy, and maybe it was just meant to be. Like, you guys definitely can catapult a lot of people in success, just taking a little bit of what you got. And that's why you guys got to be really careful about the energies that you guys share with people, because you can really put people's lives on a higher road if they're open to it, but also on a darker path if they mess with you. And someone's getting serious karma, I'm hearing. And the strength card again. And that could be something you guys are feeling. But I really feel like it's kind of like you guys are out of the stuff, out of the mud, out of the storm. And it's just like now the storm is hitting these other people in these situations. And you could be feeling that energetically them suffering because they still have some sort of, attachment to you or some energy on you. So keep up the good work, guys. I keep hearing that, okay? So I don't mean to repeat myself, but you definitely cut off a lot of people in situations that just were not great for you, and you're shining and you're elevating super fast. We have the sun card here. You're going to be feeling better. I'm hearing you're going to have more energy. You guys are going to like feel like I'm seeing like running in a running in a garden like full of roses. Like, in those movies people are like happy and they're like running like wee. Like, I kind of see that's the way you guys are going to be feeling pretty soon, because you're going to realize all that tiredness, that achiness, those pains, those stresses, the depression, the heaviness was just like something that's passing through you, or with someone else's energy, or you're going to be healing from all that. Even if it was partially your own pain, you're going to be feeling a lot better, because I do feel if some of you guys, you may have thought you were in a worse state than what you were because of people around you. And yeah, that's kind of the part of being an empath that's so difficult. I know people even make fun of you if you say you're an empath, but I really feel as well that, bless those people who haven't experienced feeling other people's pain and energy, because for us who really feel it, it is not fun. It stinks. I can feel people's energy from a mile away. And again, some of you guys are really upset. Like, you have these gifts. It can be very frustrating, but you're going to be the first one in the room to sense an off vibe. You're going to be the first one in the room to know, like, when a next is going to hit you up, or when someone's going to bother you, or someone doesn't have good intentions. You guys can truly feel it. Like, your energy just has that ability. And that is rare. I feel like for the amount of gifts you guys have and embody, there's not that many people who have as many gifts as you guys. And again, because it's gifted to you, because you learn, because you evolved, because you are open to learning. You're not a narcissist, so you are evolving yourself every step of the way. And God is gifting you guys with more and more gifts. Also, you're intelligent. Also, you love learning. So you keep adding on to these abilities you have. I'm hearing a lot of you guys have so many skill sets, and you're humble about it. People are like, oh, I didn't know that you could play guitar. Oh, I didn't know that you knew how to build a house. Oh, I didn't know that you knew how to drive NASCAR or whatever. I don't know. I'm just hearing random things. And you're like, yeah, I was bored, And then people are like, how the heck does this person do this? We got the Queen of Pentacles here, and it could be you guys are perfectionists, but you just have this natural ability to turn anything into gold. So I really feel like you are going to have a gold season. Some of you guys could be purchasing some gold jewelry, I'm hearing as well, or yeah, extra confirmation if you're wearing some gold right now, or someone might be gifting you some gold. I'm hearing gold, so it could be that you're making more money and you guys are gonna, feel like, gold, or feel like you stumbled upon some treasure, or something good some investment is gonna turn out in your favor, I'm hearing. Yeah. And it's crazy because some of these people, you really could have let them have it. Like, I'm really hearing like some of these people that made you guys feel like crap, like, you were holding your tongue when it came to them. Dang well these people are losers. Like, you can rip them to shreds, and maybe some of you guys did, but I really feel like, people who've done you wrong and dirty are hiding from you because they kind of know the truth about them, and it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty at all. And yeah, we got the Justice here. You guys are getting your good karma season coming. Oh my God, King of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm really hearing this for a lot of you guys. A divine union on the way, someone who's like-minded, someone who has a similar path to you, someone who gets you. That's what you're going to be gifted with. And not everybody gets a happy ending, because not everybody has what it takes to choose themselves and to truly evolve in a way that's healthy for them. Not everybody gets there, but you guys are going to have that happy ending in whatever it is that you guys really desire. I know some person was saying like they don't want a divine union. That's fine. I really feel like, the vision that you desire is going to come true, the dreams that God put in your heart. And not everybody's dream is to be in a relationship or to have kids. And I feel like if that is your dream, then it's on the way, guys. It really is, with the Justice there. And I really feel like God wants to gift you guys with a soulmate that really gets you, that really understands you, that protects you, that provides for you in the ways that you guys need. Take that however way you want. We got the Four Swords in the, yeah, you're being advised also to rest. You know, some of you guys, the soulmate connection is coming in hot, and it could also be some of you guys know this person already, and energetically, you're both kind of like going through this transformation. So take your time. That's just what I'm hearing, okay? And the cocktail party, we have the star card again in this other deck. So isn't that crazy? You guys truly are stepping out, shining, and it's because you truly called back your power and got away from the people that made you guys feel like there was something wrong with you or they were attracting bad into your life. The list goes on and on. You guys know I can go on for days, but that's the message here. Yeah, you're also feeling right now a lot of people's sadness that you actually just walked away from them and you're stepping into your Empress energy. And I do feel like the right person is going to see the truth in you guys and have your back. And I just got called to give you guys encouragement because you're not meant to be for everybody. So if you went on a few bad dates, who cares? Because, you know, God has the right person planned for you. And just because, you know, you encounter some narcissist doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you guys. I just want to keep telling you guys that because people may think that you're asking too much, but you're just asking the wrong people. And people may try to humble you when really you need more confidence. People may try to make you feel like you're not good enough when in reality you're the star of the dang show. And you guys are meant to shine, okay? I want you guys to comment below. I am here to shine. And a lot of people have their eyes on you. And I do feel that there is a soulmate connection where someone will move mountains in order to be next to you. And that is the type of love you deserve. Also, you are going through a divinely orchestrated glow up. So again, you know, if you guys are dealing with gossipy, low vibrational people, step aside from that. Just know your calling is higher. Sometimes you got to ride alone till the right people come in. But I feel like you are going through a transformation right now. So allow yourself to rest. I do feel like you guys are going to start to feel really good and want to like hit the ground running with new ideas and new friends and events and stuff. And I say go for it, but I also want to remind you guys to rest because your energy is a little like woo woo right now because of all the cord cutting and the cleansing and the rejuvenating that you're doing. I really feel like you're cutting cords like crazy. Extra confirmation if you did a cord cutting ritual, it worked. Or if you're listening to meditations or you're praying for God to help you do this or assist you with this in whatever religion or culture or whatever way that you guys want to do it. You know, I'm just here to relay the message. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Let me know below. Did you guys do a cord cutting ritual? Because I do feel like you know, people are feeling that, and that's why you could feel a lot of activity around you right now because when you really cut the cords with certain individuals, they can feel it and they feel like crap because your energy is like crack to them. Like, you know, people are very addicted to your guys' energy. It truly is a healing force. And it wasn't really until I've met other healers and felt their energy that I kind of got an understanding of what it feels like from the other perspective. Because we always talk about this, right? How many times you guys are the healer, but you know, are you in situations where you're being healed? And I feel like you will be if you haven't already. But yeah, some of you guys need to be open to receiving that because that's what God has planned for you. So you guys get so discouraged, like, why do I have to be the only one with these gifts or whatever? You're not the only one. Your people are trying to find you. So get out there, okay? Get out there in the streets and tell these people that don't know what they're talking about to shut the F up. Shut the F up. Some people need to shut up. That's what I'm hearing. You need to shut up and grow up. Get a life because you're shining and they're not. Be mad about it. Stay mad about it. Stay mad about it. That's what I'm hearing. They can stay mad. They will stay mad. And you know what? You're still going to shine. As mad as they can be. I'm hearing losers. We got the influencer card. I'm telling you guys, you have the ability to influence many, if not millions. If that is your desire, if that is your intention, if that is your dream to help a lot of people, you have that power. Okay, so I just want to keep reminding you guys that something you're going to step into is going to be very positive and very influential, especially if you have a big goal, big dreams, big mission. So you guys, all you really want is a happy relationship and a stable home, and all that's coming your way. You really do deserve a happy ending, and you're getting happy endings. And I want to reassure you guys, I've seen people throughout the course of my career on YouTube and seen them grow and change and evolve through toxic relationships, narcissistic relationships to getting their happy endings. So I've seen it happen, guys. So it's going to happen for you, believe me, because my name's Alice and I've never told a lie. No, I'm joking. But seriously, this is something that I'm channeling, and if I'm channeling it, you're meant to hear it. So the only thing that's going to stop you guys is to just give up, which that's not an option. That's not an option. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys. If you made it to the end, give me a thumbs up. Let's see if I can get any more information. We got the lovers here, so I really do feel like a divine union is something that is in your path, and a lot of you guys got so discouraged because of the bad experiences. Those bad experiences are supposed to teach you guys what you want, what you don't want, and also just show you guys that validation doesn't mean anything because, most of these people don't even know, themselves. So who cares if they like you or not? I'm hearing you really care. Do you really think I care if you really don't like me? That's what I'm feeling like the energy you guys are embodying right now. Yeah, go find someone else to bother. And a lot of these people end up just doing that because once you're out of their life, God will sometimes send these people distractions or other things to kind of get you off their mind so that you guys can, be in your energy and peace. And I'm seeing a peaceful season coming. You're getting together with like-minded people, collaborating, growing, shining, finding the place where you're meant to be, finding the place where you're most protected and peaceful. And a lot of good things are on the way. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I see you guys truly in a very stable energy. I also feel as well that someone that you guys could have walked away from that may have believed lies about you or other people turn them away from you, they're starting to see the truth as well. And that could just be part of the reason why you guys are here to kind of unmask people and show people around them who is toxic and who needs to change. But there's a situation where somebody maybe realized too little too late, and I think they're moving on to bigger and better things. And I don't want to make the reading about them, but maybe you could be hearing from an ex or a past person who realized they really made they made the wrong choice here, and they're seeing that you are well intentioned and you're just trying to protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your stability, and you are really going through a crazy transformation right now. So don't forget to rest. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you made it to the end, subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.